Apple's latest flagship, the iPhone 6s, is arguably one of the best smartphones out to date. It's packed with some killer features and some drawbacks, so in this video, I'm going to go over them and in the end give my overall opinion. Hey, what's up guys? It's Ryan and today I'm doing my iPhone 6s review. The exterior design of the phone looks identical to last year's model, but it's actually a little bit thicker and heavier, but not enough to notice unless you hold them side by side. This is because this year it's an S model, which is usually just performance enhancements and a couple other features. The real change is all under the hood, with the phone having up to a 70% faster CPU and up to a 90% faster GPU, and finally 2 GB of RAM, which is insanely fast. After having all of my apps, photos, and everything else downloaded to my phone in Geekbench, I got a single-core score of 2,558 and a multi-core score of 4,440, which is one of the best scores on any smartphone. The first new killer feature, which to some might be a gimmick, is its 3D touch display. Basically, it's a pressure-sensitive display that allows you to peek, pop, and use home screen quick actions. A peek lets you quickly view information, and by sliding down, lets you execute quick actions. The pop lets you fully go into it. And lastly, the home screen actions are used to quickly jump into a specific part of an app that supports 3D touch. So far, my favorite apps to use 3D touch in are Safari and Instagram. The next awesome new feature is Touch ID, which is insanely fast. It's so fast that just with a tap, you can get into your phone. It may sound great, but I can't even remember the last time I got to see my lock screen and to check notifications. The workaround, use the sleep/wake button, use an unregistered finger, or use your nail to turn on the phone without it unlocking your phone. Next is the camera, which hasn't seen any major improvements in years until now. It's rocking a 12 megapixel sensor with 4K video support, which looks great. For some test shots, see my iPhone 6s 4K video test video, which I'll have linked below. If you're going to be into video, then I highly recommend picking up the 6s Plus over the 6s because it has optical image stabilization rather than just software stabilization in the 6s, which is going to make your shots look a lot more smooth. Aside from that, the camera still takes amazing photos as it always has, with a few tricks up its sleeve. For one, there's now something called live photos, which captures a short video 1 second before and 1 second after you hit the shutter button. Do be aware though, it takes up twice the amount of storage as a regular photo, so if you're not taking advantage of it, I highly recommend turning it off. Also, there is now a front-facing true tone flash that definitely improves your late-night selfie game by lighting up your face based on accurate lighting conditions. My only complaint is the lack of a wide-angle selfie camera, which makes it a difficult task to capture multiple people in your selfies. Next up on the list is battery life, which hasn't really changed. This year's model has a slightly smaller battery than last year's model, but with the new A9 chip and it handling battery life better, it rounds out to be about the same. By the end of the day, I usually end up almost dead, which is honestly a disappointment. Luckily in iOS 9, you can enable low power mode, which definitely comes in handy when you're in need of a charge and don't have a charger handy. So that's it about the iPhone 6s. It's an extremely fast phone with a lot to offer. It's going to handle just about everything you throw at it, and as long as you have a charger nearby, you'll be set. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get updated when new videos are released. Also, let me know in the comments below if you want to see an iPhone 6s worth the upgrade compared to an iPhone 6. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.